Is that a stain? I like this coat.
Harrider Newsflash. Good evening, Madame Herta fans. This is an urgent broadcast. The great Madame Herta, member 83 of the Genius Society, has been targeted in an attack at the space station. Her current whereabouts are unknown, with no group having stepped forward to claim responsibility. Many Heritors are upset at the ineptitude of upper management, having issued strong protest and condemnation.
People who buy that things raises their IQ.
Mr. Scrollum, this was a premeditated attack.
Conclusion. Their target was the space station, but their strategies are still unknown to us.
That's right. Which is precisely why we need her. The last to lay eyes on Herta's puppet before the attack was her.
And you are?
This is Dr. Ratio of the Intelligentsia Guild, a delegate from the IPC.
She's only just woken up, dazed. She may need a few pointers. Ah, we cross paths again. Do you remember me? Of course. Why would you? Memory is such a fickle thing, after all.
Miss Trailblazer, you must have many questions. Please be patient. Asta will explain it all to you.
You probably know the gist of things already. A few system hours ago, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't know the location of the puppet, and we can't pinpoint its signal. She's away on a visit. This issue didn't seem to trouble her much.
She received an invitation from the IPC before the attack occurred.
Ah, the technology department. Charming little place, isn't it? Madame Yabuli does possess some semblance of competence, but her subordinates? Oof. Oh, they're a riot. Brimming with enthusiasm, yet utterly devoid of intellect. It's as if evolution halted prematurely for them. They want to start some new collaborations with Herta, and have graciously extended an invite for me to play the role of science consultant. It's delightfully amusing. I can't wait to witness firsthand how these geniuses from the so-called Super Smart Club squander the IPC's vast resources. However, this attack a little too well. I can't help but wonder if someone leaked this information, and the attackers seized the opportunity. Herta's aloof response to these juvenile provocations? Almost as intriguing. What a delightful little puzzle.
I've long heard that you're one of the best researchers in the guild, Dr. Ratio. We are honored to have your assistance.
Save your flattery. Time is hardly a luxury we can squander. To debate the merits of mere mortals in the company of an actual genius? If you ask me. Excuse me, you. Tell me, what were you doing the last time you saw that puppet? Don't play the fool. Think.
I think I was...
Oh, right. I need your help with something else. That curio's gone missing, and I can't just forget about it. Go find it for me when you have the time. I'm sure you can manage that, can't you? Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's alive, but it doesn't have a body. Send me a signal when you see traces of it.
I think she mentioned something important, but I can't remember. If only there were some hints, then maybe...
Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ask Asta if you want someone to help you.
My memory's kind of hazy. What did I do after that? I think this is...
Maybe the research Hinkle and...
Asta seems to have mentioned 2 names. 2 research...
Those despicable... Ugh. A curio? Oh, now it... Well, Adler would be... People are growing... Never mind.
Adler. Right. Then I ran into Arlen. Adler was with...
What?
Calm down.
What?
Wait, what? So I'm the dog?
They seem to be...
Oh, really? That kid sure is brave. Brother...
Why are you looking for Adler? A lost curio. I see. He'll be able to help. careful. The fragmentum in this area is very unstable. Over there! As I thought, he's in trouble.
Ill tidings manifest. Relax. Time to say bye. Boom.
What's in your prescription?
Try harder. Later moonlight. In lunar flame.
Stand still.
Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Relax.
Peppy!
That's me.
She wants to ask you something. I'll leave you to it.
Don't worry. I think I figured some. So, which. That's all. Well, have you asked.
Let Adler seem. Let's go over it from the start. My memories.
Yeah.
How's it going? I see. See? Anxious. Some things had settled. Yes, people were, however, rebuilding. Anyway, that's a. Oh,
So I did. The other person should be from the Department of Insight. I need to. The other person should. Identifying that person is crucial. It could be the key to making sense of everything. The other person should.
Hey! Whoop. It's all. Here's the account. Oh, small.
Here did my memory. Now I remember. The other person is Emily. She was at. What did Emily?
Ice? No need to, though. See, I'm.
however.
The Xianzhou species Emily mentioned seems to be what inspired Adler. The Xianzhou species.
I'm sorry.
Just as I thought.
Have you asked?
Huh?
Let's call.
I figured you. I'm sorry.
Just as I.
I'm sorry. I see. There's only that the words they use.
Spontaneous combustion of the human body. I need to go over.
Let me just send me a signal.
I think if only.
Let me describe. Send me a signal. That's not. Anyway.
I commend your stamina for recounting that interminable tale. You must be exhausted. My ears certainly are. So, to sum it up, the last time you laid eyes on Herta was in her office. She sent you on a wild goose chase for some trinket, the curio, after which you knew nothing else until Lady Asta contacted you. If that's the narrative you're sticking to, then indulge me. Who, pray tell, can substantiate this captivating drama? A second-hand account. She wasn't at the scene. Hearsay hardly counts as compelling evidence, now does it?
Affirmation. We can ask Herta herself.
Well, if you lace up those boots and start sprinting now, you might just catch the IPC shuttle in 4 system hours. But as it stands, not a single soul can corroborate her story.
Mr. Ratio, your style of questioning would seem to have a preconceived bias.
Apologies, it's an unfortunate habit of mine. When one is immersed, it is also the most efficient method, judging from my experience. Seeking answers with a negative hypothesis in mind is still valid reason. If she is truly innocent, she can clear her... Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment. And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name. Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she singles out one nameless ordinary curio.
I doubt Herta is interested in the curio itself.
Based on your story...
If you knew Herta, then you...
Don't interrupt other people. Based on your and the assignment...
Herta didn't mention the name of the... However, she did give a...
True. You...
Why do I feel like...
And the assignment in Herta's collection.
Sure, but you're the one...
Say what you want.
Correct.
Herta's collection. An endless trove of...
I remember now.
That's enough. Herta's collection. An endless trove...
I remember now.
That's enough. Herta's collection. An endless trove...
The curio isn't the point. Herta was only addressing it because of its relation to the Genius Society.
I would imagine the curio is the creation of a...
Yes. Then you said you asked Asta for help with the lost curio. However, she decided to hold her tongue and...
I remember now.
That's enough. However, she decided to hold her...
I remember now.
That's enough. However, so what's the...
Conjecture.
Then you... However, so what's the story? Are you...
The space station has been very distrustful of its higher management. Another severe incident...
Oh. So that they wouldn't be partial to anyone. Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, I've heard the response...
I remember now.
That's enough. Researchers' disappearance... Clearly, though. It bears no connection to her...
No. If I recall correctly, Asta said, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. Don't know the location.
She did say that.
There should be evidence. Arlen discovered something odd when he was investigating the space station's automatic fire suppression.
Huh. But
that's what's so odd about it. But this may not be... Then there's...
If these two incidents...
we'll see in the main control room.
Harrider Newsflash. This is an urgent broadcast. I repeat, this is an urgent broadcast. News has finally emerged regarding the attack on Madame Herta. The Annihilation Gang has claimed responsibility for the incident and warned of further activity. The Guild has expressed utmost condemnation.
The gods of the starry skies have abandoned the world. They give no thought to the masses. Only the wounded savior can bathe the world in the firelight of destruction. Yet always there are cowards trying in vain to reject their favor and escape the wounds. Flee then. Flee as far as you can. No matter the distance, annihilation will find you.
This is...
A declaration. A group of the fire demons.
Japella Brotherhood.
On the Stellaron.
The Japella palette, something similar. That video.
The destruction.
I'm afraid you need to start... You have a superior...
If we did that, we'd be...
This place holds such fond memories. Care to reminisce?
Not good.
A list of the missing resources.
Sure.
A list? Take it. I don't know.
What else do you need me to do?
Take me to the one...
I didn't really notice it, but it's been a few... The last time I saw him...
Lead the way. If his disappearance...
True. We need to investigate.
Make a wish.
That jerk! Fine! Disappear. Oh, he doesn't even answer.
What did he talk?
He kept saying...
Phrase.
Who said I want it? But if I don't know exactly what he's searching for, but I hope it can...
So the researchers who did... I finished browsing through this. It's time to go back and...
You're back. I've been monitoring the dark web. I barely managed to stop the video from spreading. The incident hasn't grown any bigger, for now. How are things with you?
Less than promising. Or to use a different phrase, we're in deep trouble. We're running out of time. Let's retrace our steps and evaluate the situation. From the data we've collected, there are 3 avenues we can explore. First, Adler's disappearance. He must have come across some...
I understand.
Tenuous connection. First, Adler's disappearance.
I understand.
Tenuous First, the next angle.
I understand.
Tenuous the next last.
The link but
First, the next last is the abilities. During prior unrest, the flickering tongues of... Look. This booklet describes...
It's the phase. However, she lived for a mere... The phase flame shifted.
This booklet describes a kind of fire that can fade...
I understand.
Tenuous connect... This booklet, the kindling of this unique flame, must be the missing curio that Hurt has been searching...
I understand.
Tenuous connect... Kindling... I fear that this is the truth.
I understand.
Tenuous connect... I fear... This booklet, the kindling of this unique flame, must be the missing curio.
I understand.
Tenuous... I fear that this is the truth Adler discovered.
I understand.
Tenuous connect... I fear that this booklet, the kindling of this unique... I fear that this is the truth Adler discovered. When Schurling said... Adler kept muttering about a phrase before he disappeared. I believe this... As a scion of the phase flame, Duke Inferno would naturally share similar capabilities. Full-on... That is the truth of the spontaneous human combustion. The researchers... We don't know where the victims went. And the sudden and once the seed of unrest has sprouted, he will then send out an announcement for an imminent... The next step would be to ignite the spark. Look at those researchers who disappeared. What would happen if someone realized their similarities? I need say no more.
It was all a premeditated trap to stir up chaos on the space station.
We're running out of time.
This...
No, it isn't enough.
Indeed. It need...
What do you mean?
If you limit your involvement to this, there's still room for excuse. I wouldn't give you the chance.
Could it be?
Huh? What is it?
Stay calm. Asta was merely teleported. Her life was not in danger. Based on first-hand experience, I have ascertained that Ifrit's flame is simply a splinter of the primordial phase flame, lacking any phase shift ability. Logic. Asta is still within the confines of the space station.
That flame must still be somewhere inside the station. Find it, and we'll find a way to bring her back.
A splinter, you say? There, try then if you...
It seems that Duke Inferno didn't deign to personally grace the space station. He merely cast infernal fire into our midst to wreak havoc among the researchers. When the fire fizzles out, his malevolent plans will vanish without a trace.
I will head to Herta's office and activate the folded space in the curio storage room. With some changes to its parameters, I can use it to block the fire's teleportation routes and seal it inside the station. Mr. Ratio, please go with Miss Trailblazer and contain the fire.
Dragon Lady, if you have any energizing potions at...
The infernal fire is also a form of energy life form. The imaging device will pick up its trace. Follow it. The way is awash with flood. Be careful. Get ready. See? It's still in the space station. Do you know what to do with corn?
The fire is dying. This place is strange.
It's still resisting. Huh.
This has nothing to do with you.
The flame is getting weaker. Duke Inferno can't maintain it anymore.
What is your goal?
Seems like this chase is about to end. It's over.
Ignorant fools blindly chasing the firelight, not knowing that the blessings of destruction already lie at their feet. It is little wonder that even the descent of the Savior's Legion was unable to cleanse this place. I will acknowledge my brashness. For now. But next time, expect no intermediaries. I will come to personally offer you
a small fragment. Oh? Ah, the banal theatrics of stalling. Let's not, shall we?
Retribution will find you. Again, ill tidings manifest.
Gotta get those vitamins!
I shall judge you for the 10 lords.
Test. 0 points.
The 10 lords decree, hereby ordained.
Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Answer me. Free. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
I shall be the judge.
0 points. Free.
What's in your prescription?
Test. 0 points.
So this is the extent of miscreants materializing from the Inferno. Seems like Dr. Primitive wasn't wrong.
Ill tidings manifest.
The 10 lords decree, hereby ordained.
Test. 0 points. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
The fire is weakening. It's preparing to flee. You, keep your eye out for Lady Asta's whereabouts.
Answer me. Free.
Retribution. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Secret of the safe.
Mindful matters.
What's in your prescription?
Test. 0 points. Mediocre.
I shall be the judge.
Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Ill fate descends.
Recount.
0 points.
The 10 lords decree, hereby ordained.
Answer me. Free.
A miracle.
Ill tidings manifest. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
What's in your prescription?
Merciful Medicus!
I shall be the judge. Recount.
Test. 0 points. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Good work. You did very well. Rest assured, Asta only had a fright. She is recovering in the clinic. While you were chasing the enemy, the security department also found the missing researchers. Affirmation: they are all safe and sound. It was all thanks. They fell into a spatial... Many of them were shaken. Yes, it is this business, but there is one Mr. I've been waiting.
Fallout from this incident remains. Surely you have plenty of pressing matters to attend to.
Answer: that is exactly why I came. After all, the principal figure in this whole affair is right here.
When did you start to doubt me?
When one is immersed in academic research, skepticism comes far more naturally than belief. I've had the same bad habit as you since the beginning, Mr. Ratio.
I must say, I'm quite honored, Mr. Screwlam. But do explain, why opt for silent wisdom when you already had the pieces of the puzzle?
For curiosity's sake. Affirmation: I made the same decision as you, to accompany and observe.
Oh.
Objectively speaking, aside from some minor spiritual trauma, no researchers were hurt. Logic? A third party?
Had I not fortuitously acquired a spark of the phase flame and intervened in Duke Inferno...
You are more candid than I calculated.
But still behaving... One last question, Screwlam. Genius...
I cannot be sure and can only hypothesize. Helping the weak and pulling the strings.
The ruler of planet Screwlam is in... To stand aside and observe is the best treatment one... The path of erudition has neither reason nor logic. While geniuses wander among the stars, the ordinary can't even trace their footsteps. But even a life marked by failure is a life worth living. It is only in moments of solitude and despair when help is absent, that fools grasp how to pick themselves up. I have a fastidious nature. I cannot stand fools, idiots, or imbeciles. Seeing them fills me with dread. Regrettably, this space station is just like the Intelligentsia Guild, devoid of geniuses and filled with mediocrity.
You wish to uproot the researchers' blind worship of geniuses.
I am only laying out my questions. As for the answers, they'll find them themselves. Pursuit tinged with negativity is still pursuit, and it is capable of leading us to the right conclusion. For the masses of the mediocre to reach a level of awareness, this is a necessary rite of passage.
You are indeed more like a medical doctor than a scholar.
As for the spark I leave behind,
I believe Asta will deal with it properly.
it is also a lesson I left for her. With that, I take my leave. I look forward to future encounters with such brilliant minds. Let's hope they're as memorable as those we had today. A farce full of trivial concerns. Ultimately, they're just mediocre minds.